Welcome back to the final episode of Girls Last Tour. So it's finally time to wrap up this show, and I'm gonna give my full thoughts on it at the end of this episode as always. But I'm very curious to see where it's gonna go, how it's gonna conclude this anime season. As far as I know, there's still a bunch of the manga left even after this season, right? But yeah, I'm very much curious to see how this is gonna wrap it up. It doesn't seem like there's gonna be any kind of sequel anytime soon from how long it's been since this anime has aired, unfortunately. But I would be the happiest person alive if it actually were to be announced at some point. That would be it, but that would be kind of like a that would be an insane plot twist if they announced a season 2 of this. Anyways, I am very excited to see how they wrap it up, so let's do that, shall we? So without further ado, let's go into Girls Last Tour episode 12. Oh boy.
よくわからない機械はと
No
もか
opening.
く、こういうところは結構綺麗だね。ずっと閉じてたからな。こんな場所なら何か昔のことでも分かったり
That's
す
so
るのか
cleanly
なと
animated.
思ったけど。
So smooth.
昔のことって例えば昔の人々がどんな暮らしをしていたのかとか、服とか言葉とかさ。なんでそんなこと知りたいの？なんでかな。そういえば猫がいないね。
Yeah.
ああ、たまにどっか行くよね。また爆弾か何か食べてるのかな。
Just drinking some uranium to
気に
create.
なる。たまにさ、誰かと会って3人になったりするじゃん。石井とか金沢に会ったり。ぬこもそうだけど、少し違う雰囲気になるなぁと思って。賑やかというか。2人だけだと寂しい。ちいちゃんは寂しい？まあ少しは。でも、おお、この入れ物の感じはまさか。
Ration? Ooh, non-perishable chocolate. High calorie.
あれの匂いがする。あれ？ほい。大丈夫かな。なんか黒いけど。食べられるものは、食べられる。
Wisdom. That's the wisdom I like to abide by.
うまい。うまい。これってあの味だよね。チョコの味。
Yep.
うまい。ああ、確かに。食べ物のことはよく覚えている
Yeah,
んだ
it's been a
な。
while for them, hasn't it?
もしかしてこれがチョコなのかもしれない。いや、チョコ味の何かでしょ。だよね。
Oh, it's in Japanese. It's not in their writing, is
で
it?
もある意味それも昔のことなのかな。何が？味も情報だなと思って。まあ記録できないけど。ほーん。はい。
The 3rd of March.
あれ、どうしたの？なんかカメラに文字が。
Connecting? Is
接続できる。あ、ぬこ、どういうこと？
Whoa! It's uploading all the data. It's kind of like a Bluetooth connection to it.
じいちゃん、これ私たちが撮った写真だよ。カメラの中身を映しているのか。空中にそんな機能が。あ、見て、懐かしい。懐かしいっていうほど前じゃないだろう。
Meh.
ない
Hmm.
あ、これは何だろう。あ、
The folders,
こ
yeah.
の写真
Whoa! Previous
私たちが撮
pictures.
ったやつじゃないね。あ、これ
That's awesome!
お、
金
地図の
沢。
人。金沢な。と、隣にいる女の人はさあ、この辺の写真、金沢が撮ったのかな。私たちと会った時は一人だったけど。フォルダ、たくさんある。フォルダ？ぬい。全部見よう。全部開ける。ちょっと。ぬい。
Whoa!
あ
Whoa! Pictures from like actual
す
civilization.
ごい。人がいっぱいいる。これ、全部カメラの中に入ってたの。そう。
How old is this camera? There's a video on it?
それでは。あ、動いた。喋った。動画っていうやつかな。機械進化論研究会第12回報告を始めます。撮れてる？オッケーオッケー。今回のサンプルはこの小型機械です。私たちはこの機械17番
Is this a small version of those robots that we've been
この種
seeing?
は生産設備に対しあるプログラムを注入することにより強制的に自らを増殖します。
Okay.
私たちと同じくらいの年の女の子だ。このような複雑なプロセスが変異と淘汰で生まれることは考えづらく。ちょっと待って。そこは進化でいいよねってことになったじゃん。人の設計にしては利己的すぎるって。あれ、そうだっけ。そこ大事なとこじゃん。ねえ。
Interesting.
なんでちーちゃんが昔のこと知りたがるのか少し分かったかも。私お腹すいた。今？私たちずっと二人きりだけどさ。
Hmm.
こうして人々が暮らしてたんだなってことが分かると。
ほーら緑、パパだぞ。パパのこと嫌いって言ってるよ。
Aww. Hmm. That's crazy. Idol shows as well?
あんたってなんかねえかんた。なんでその口の利き方。やめなさいって。
フニクリフニクラフニクリフニクラ。パチおいで
本日
Hmm.
隣国に宣戦布告し、
じゃあもう一度意見調整してから報告するということで。
Jesus Christ.
言ってないだろそんなこと。大規模な空襲が。
ほらパパのせいだよ。
我が軍は大勝利を収め、隣国の死者は5億人を超え。
というわけでポテトを買ってきました。あんたってさ、意外と食い意地。
電磁波爆弾の使用を通告。すべての電子機器はその機能が失われ。
EMPs.
一着はミキちゃん。ハッピーバースデートゥーユー。ハッピーバー
Wait. 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 Something. Let me quickly see something. We're at 8:35 right now. These two are the father and mother. We're at 8:39. Let me go back and see one of the clips. that we saw earlier. Are they the same people? I don't think so, right? 839. I was thinking maybe that they might be the same people who are putting something in the grave, but I don't think so. I hope not.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. 各都市、各階層との通信が途絶し、主よ、あなたのもとに召された兄弟と共に、永遠の喜びを分かち合えますように。
少しだけ寂しくない気がするね。そうだね。
What a scene that was. What a scene that was. Oh my god, the way that they go through some of the scenes that are either extremely horrific about destruction, about the war, to a just a normal casual scene of these girls in a school, I'm guessing, talking, like joking around, back to like a horrific scene of like destruction, back to just a symphony being played, people having fun. Oh my goodness. What an insane scene. Just seeing the history of humanity in all of its different stages, and then even seeing like a mix of it where there's like the girl with the dog, and in the background you see the destroyed buildings. Wow. Oh!
配管置き場を抜けられるのはお前たちぐらいだろう。上に登りなさい。二人なら少ない食料で長く生きられる。
おじいさんも。
早く行きなさい。
Oh my god! What is this episode? I guess this really is the final episode.
ぬこはまたいないな。あれはどういう生き物なんだろう。扉を開けたり、機械を操作したり。受信機を通して会話するし。まあ、どうでもいいか。お、いたいた。ねえ、どこに。
Why is it so big?
なんかでかくない？でかい。
It's a different one.
ぬこ。はあ。
And it looks like exactly like the statue.
どうしよう。追いかけなきゃ。お前も私を食べるのか。あの受信機がないと喋れないのか。お前はあのでかいやつと会話できないのか。あいつに湯を吐き出してくれって頼めないかな。私の言ってることわかる？お前はまだ小さいだけで本当は人間の敵なのかもしれない。
Do you think these things were kind of like artificially made as some kind of like machines? But then they went out of control like this?
なんだ。
And now they're swarming some places? Oh shoot!
まるですごい明るいよ。バカクズゴミ。 まあ大事だ。でもそれほどじゃない。ちーちゃんどうして返事してくれなかったの？市役所はあそこでご飯に悲しいの？いや、ほら行こう。大丈夫だって。ゆ今行くから。
Do you think? Oh man. Do you think that the reason why people were worshipping or like they had temples for these things is to kind of like dissuade them from attacking them or something along those lines? Being like, if we worship them, if we have temples and we have statues for them, maybe they won't attack us. Do you think it was something along those lines?
そしたらいつか忘れちゃいそう。聞いてる？じいちゃんの顔だよ。ユウがいなくなったら私は。すごい。じいちゃん？じいちゃん。私は。じいちゃん。
There's no way. She's gonna get her back here. She's gonna be up there, just chilling. She's gonna be fine. Okay, she's fine. She's fine, I think. Okay, she's fine. Oh. Oh. What is this thing then?
大丈夫？食べられたのに。なんか頑張ったら出れた。頑張ったって。あ、
我々は生きている人間を食べたりはし
Receiver?
ない。
この声、こいつが喋っているのか。
我々は発生期間を持たないが、音波を言語として解読することができる。だからこの船の設備を利用して。
Oh.
妖体は通信範囲が狭いせいで稀にそういうことが起きる。
Whoa, it's like a fungus.
この歌。
これは我々の通信シグナルの一部を機械が受信したものだ。
お前たちは一体何なんだ？どうしてユウは飲み込んだの？
我々が飲んだのはその人間が持っていた小型機械だ。
The receiver.
本当だ。
古代の機械には小型でも高エネルギーを持っているものがある。
Is that a missile?
我々は熱的に不安定な物質を取り込み、体内で分解してより静的な状態に安定させる。
I was joking earlier when I said that the Kita is drinking some uranium 238 right now. I wasn't too far off. Juveniles. How did you came to be?
この処理が終わった時、地球は生命の長い営みを終えて再び眠りにつくだろう。
It's trying to get rid of all of technology. Reset the
この
earth.
都市での活動はほとんど終えた。
都市の武器を全部。
やがて都市はゆっくりと停止してゆくだろう。
停止って？
我々は最上層以外ほとんどの場所を観測しているが、現在生きている人間は君たちしか知らない。 その子を届けてくれてありがとう。私たちは群れで行動する必要がある。
およ。なんで猫がビビってるのさ。お前はいいな。仲間がたくさんいて。さよなら。
Oh. They can. Whoa. It's like actual spores that get carried by the wind.
ねえ、ちーちゃん。地球終わるんだって。
Yeah.
うん。でも、世界が終わろうと、どうでもいいことだろ。私とユウがいれば、それでいい。何？別に。この歌声、あいつらのものだったんだね。ああ。きっと絶望と仲良くなったんだよ。だから悲しげなんだ。終わりの歌だから。そうかもね。
I'm just gonna let it play out. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna let it play out. I didn't want to stop in between that section because it was so atmospheric.
食堂に缶詰があってよかったね、ちーちゃん。ああ、そうだな。何？また二人だね。これまでも、これからも。二人だけど寂しい？ちーちゃんが寂しいんでしょ？私はユウが寂しいかと思って。また、素直じゃないんだから。私は寂しくないよ。ちーちゃんがいるから。私もだ。なんでもない。行くぞ。早く乗れ。はーい。よいしょ。で、どこへ行くの？一番上に決まってるだろう。そうだね。
Yeah, they said that apart from the top.
何もないかもしれないけどな。そこに階層があるから登るのだ。何言ってんだ。さて、どっちから行くかな。ちょっと待って。よいしょ。
The wind.
こっち。風の吹くまま。それも悪くないな。
They're going with the wind as well. Oh, man.
そうだ、ちーちゃん。一番上に行ったらさ。そしたらその次は月に行こうよ。月に。月？行こうって言ったのちーちゃんじゃん。そうだっけ？でも、月か。それもいいか。約束だよ。
What's that? What
行こ
was
うっ
that?
て言ったのちーちゃんじゃん。
Oh, that's the upper stratum, isn't it?
そ
Okay.
うだっけ？でも、月か。それもいいか。約束だよ。ああ、
Wow, what an episode, man. What an episode. This was probably my favorite episode so far. It Ooh, but that one episode was also insane with the robots. But this one's definitely up there. It was an absolutely stunning episode and very melancholic, as the entire show is pretty melancholic when it comes to like the vibe of it. But this one in particular, of them being like, hey, the world might be ending, but at least we're together, right? Oh man, what an ending. And obviously there's a lot of story that feels like it's still left to be told and stuff like that. You can tell that there's still more story and stuff, but this is a really good way to wrap up the season, right? And be like, you know what? You got the appetizer. You got the appetizer of what this series is all about. I really want to know more about it. I want to know more about the world. I really want to read the manga, but I'm not a big manga reader. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, this has been an absolutely fantastic journey. Well, with this episode, I love the entire scene of them going through all of the pictures. I had no idea that all of the pictures would be on that camera. That's insane. That camera must have been like hundreds and hundreds of years old, right? Unless it was like, unless the data was, you know, passed on through different cameras or something. But yeah, it's insane what that camera had saved on it and what it had experienced, right? And them seeing that was so interesting because they've never seen anything like that before, right? So that the entire sequence of the videos of as I said earlier, going between like the news reports of, oh, we achieved a great thing, we killed over 500 million people in enemy's nation. That entire line there was just so horrific, right? And then there was the scene of like just a bunch of those colossal marching robots just firing lasers and destroying everything. And then it cut to like a birthday of a girl, and then it cut to like more destruction, to more happiness. That was an incredible scene. Incredible scene. And then, dude, the entire scene of you getting eaten by that worm-looking thing was so terrifying. It was like, it turned into a horror anime for a second there. I was like, whoa. Because up until this point, we never had any living dangers to our girls, right? The only dangers to our girls were supplies, so like food and stuff like that, and basically shaky infrastructure, and like whether the actual floor beneath them is going to give out, right? That was basically most of their dangers up until this point. It's never been like another living thing. And seeing this, I was like, but luckily they are just kind of like eating the technology, right, and resetting the world, if you will. They're saying they're ending the world, or I think that it's more so like just they are getting rid of all the traces of humanity, right? And then letting the world be nature again. That's what it seems like. And they said that they have they're surveying every single area apart from the top stratum, right? So there is one place where there might be someone left. It is interesting how they said there's no humans left from what they're observing. I don't know if that implies that something happened to Ishii and Kanazawa, or if that implies that they just haven't seen them, right? I'm not sure. But they said that, yeah, the top stratum is the only place left where there might be something, right? They don't know what's up there. So they want to make their way up to the top. So that's going to be interesting to see, right? It's going to be interesting to see. But I want to talk about the entirety of the series now. I mean, I don't have much new to say. I feel like I've already said most of the things that I wanted to say about it. It was an absolutely insane series. Much better than I had expected. Even knowing kind of like the rough premise of it, it has been absolutely fantastic. The best thing about it is obviously the atmosphere, right? The atmosphere that it creates is absolutely insane. So haunting, so melancholic, so nihilistic in a way, but also it's about these two girls who've never known anything but this kind of like nihilism, this kind of melancholy, right? This kind of horrible situation. They've known nothing but this, so they find solace in it, right? They have this as their baseline, and then they find the good things and the bad things, right? And it's so interesting to watch how they are just two girls in this horrifying world, right? So I think the art style, the animation, the just all of everything visually in this, the direction especially, wholly sells the show, and they are all fantastic. I think the OST helps out a lot as well. The voice acting is fantastic. I think the main thing that also sells it is the ambient sound effects. The ambient sound effects of this anime are absolutely fantastic, especially when they're working their way through like factories and stuff, where you can hear all of the hum of the machines in the background. You can hear the actual gears. Sometimes you can hear some of the loud machines being like being louder at some points. It's awesome. It's absolutely fantastic. The ambient sound of this anime is insane, and just the unpredictable nature of the story is fantastic. You never know what's gonna happen next. You never know what they're gonna find out next. And sometimes they find beer, and sometimes they find sentient robots, which is just so unpredictable what's gonna happen, and it's absolutely fantastic. I love the story in this, and I think my favorite part when it comes to the story of this is how they reveal information. They reveal it so casually. It never feels like it's an exposition dump for us, the viewers, because so often people are gonna be like, yo, let's talk about this random thing that's natural to us, but we need to talk about it because we need to explain it to the viewer, right? We have no reason to be talking about it, but the viewer doesn't know about it, so we need to talk about it right here. It oftentimes feels like that when you add exposition to these kinds of stories, but here it feels so natural. Everything that they say, everything that they do feels so natural. Like the way that you get information feels so good, so satisfying. It's like a passing statement that they always do, and it reveals, as long as you're paying enough attention, it reveals everything you want to know about the world. Obviously, there's still so many things that I'm wondering about. Obviously, in this episode, we got to see a lot of it through the videos, but I feel like there's still a lot of things that they could talk about, especially when it comes to like the nature of what the world even looks like, and stuff like that. But those are like some things that could be explained later down the line, or never explained, doesn't really matter. But yeah, I love how they presented information to us. It was so satisfying to watch and just hear a passing remark and being like, whoa, what do you mean by that? You know, it was an incredible show. So I can see why you guys were so adamantly recommending this one for so long. It has been insane. I really want to know more about it. But yeah, that is it. You know, it would be kind of insane if there was randomly a sequel announced. Like, how many years after the initial airing of this season? Yeah, I have a bad feeling we're not going to be getting that. But either way, though, yeah, as I said, fantastic series. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for recommending this. It seems like you guys have been, from what I've been seeing, you guys have been enjoying watching this alongside me. So I appreciate you guys. And I'm going to end it here. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. We're going to be going into Little Witch Academia right after this on Sunday, if you're watching this on Patreon. So we'll see you guys there. But for now, see you guys in the next one. Peace.